Learning that, especially for me as a guy, and you speak to this as a girl because I've never been a girl before, so I have no idea. But you know what I'm saying? I've
As a
never been a girl
woman.
before. But as a guy, I need a hobby. I need a hobby that's like something fun for me. Like I recently picked up golf, and honestly, like I suck. I am terrible at golf. But man, I love to, get dressed up and, tuck my shirt in, and you get out there to the course and you're thinking about, all right, my shoulder squares, my hips right. Am I turning my hips into my follow through? How's my arm? Is it straight? It's all physical, and it's all like, using my hands. I can't think about anything else while I'm out there except for that. It's that way. Whenever I used to really be like playing basketball all the time, I would be thinking about, all right, I'm gonna, you know, try to be a distributor in this game, or I'm gonna try to get my low post thing happening, or I'm doing all these things, and I can't think about anything else. There's no issues, there's no deadlines, there's no emails, the kids, everything, all that disappears, and I'm just like getting sweaty and just working that low post and wearing guys out. Listen, when I was in high school, the boy was a problem in the low post. And so when I get down there, I relive those glory days. I give them some of the fundamentals like Tim Duncan. Come on, man. I'm telling you, I was nice with it. I was nice
Super
with
humble
it.
too.
I was nice with it. Anyway.
Yeah, I mean, I think that's a good point. So, like for me, I obviously work with my mind as well.
Mm-hmm.
I work a business that is 100%, relational and networking. And something I like to say is I'm not a salesperson, I'm a solutionist. I offer a product that I know is the solution to a problem, but then you have daily customer service issues that you're troubleshooting. You have process issues. People get the products, but they don't use them right. And so then education is big for me. I love educating. It doesn't matter what I'm doing. I'm always trying to learn. And then if I learn something, I'm sharing it. As a mom, hello, developing minds, helping, coaching, character building. And so for me, it was funny. About a week ago, you were at the retreat.
Mm-hmm.
I was handling all the things. I actually told you when you got home that for the record, I realized I don't need a man. I want a man. It sucks doing all the things. But I was at one point, I was working the business while also trying. My boys had no school. They canceled school. So we were working on a project with my youngest or my middle one. And let's just say my mind literally, have you ever had so many swirling thoughts and tasks and things that you're trying to process in real time all at the same time? And I could literally almost feel smoke coming out of my ears. Like, it was like, if I have to make one more decision, if I have to troubleshoot one more thing. And I looked outside and I saw that there was an abundance of leaves that had fallen. And I'm not kidding you. I said to the boys, we're dropping everything. Let's go outside. We are going to go rake leaves, which to the average person, you would think that's horrible. That's not rest. That's work. Guys, I got so much mental clarity. It was such a mindless, like, yeah, it was physical labor, but it was the complete polar opposite of what I am doing for work on a day to day. And I went out there.
And what you do for the home.
And what I do for the home, that's not typically my gig, right? Like I do the inside things, And even my dad was like, what do you mean you're going to go outside and just sit down? He literally, it was so sweet. He said, sit down, rest. And I was like, no, this is rest for me.
Mm-hmm. And you can't be afraid to try something out and then not work out and then try something else. I think that's so good because you might ask yourself, well, what's rest for me? It's like, well, what do you feel when you do it? You feel great.
Yeah.
Like there's got to be something that when you do it, you enjoy it and it doesn't earn you anything.
It's not attached to a title.
Yes.
Anything someone expects of you.
Yeah. So I went to this retreat center, and this is why I would say it was probably one of the greatest experiences I've had recently. You know, we get there and there's 13 guys and there's the staff that's working it. And they basically kind of give us the lowdown and they say, all right, this is how it's going to roll. If you want to sleep in, sleep in. If you want to take a nap, take a nap. But we encourage you to spend some time outside because one, we just started seeing the beauty of God's creation and
Mm-hmm.
how it all points back to Him.
Mm-hmm.
And two, like the house was nice, but the property was gorgeous. So like take advantage of like seeing how nice it is. They kind of also wanted you to like know that where you were at was very nice. So don't just stay in the room the whole time. So we just found ourselves free to do whatever we wanted to do. You didn't have to show up to this or show up to that. The one thing that was mandatory was dinner, was coming to the dinner table. And I mean, that's a great mandatory thing. The food was always incredible, but somebody shared something for like 5 minutes, asked a question, and it just opened up so much cool conversation. And it was awesome. One of the best experiences at the retreat itself was there's a couple of guys that were basically working the retreat. They were just really great at asking questions and being conversationalists. And we were sitting having dinner. One of the guys asked, "So what do you do?" And I started telling him about work and ministry, and I started telling him about my family and the kids and my wife and her business. And I started telling him about like our podcast and content and our platform that we're trying to build. And I go through all that. And he says, "Cool." So he asked, "Then what do you do for you?"
Mm-hmm.
And that was, for the other question, I had a lot to say.
Right.
But for this one, I didn't have a lot of answers
Mm-hmm.
because I had made it very easy for myself to put to the side things that were just for me. And so I would say that the thing that I took away most from that trip was rest. And a lot of times, maybe not all the time, but a lot of times looks like, what do you do for you? What do you do for you? What do you do for yourself?